I'm in a city that just had its first local COVID-19 case in 113 days. And what the local government did next will surprise you, because this wasn't just any COVID-19 case. It was the new UK strain that spreads faster. Millions of people are going into lockdown here in Queensland, Australia, after just one COVID-19 case was discovered. This might sound crazy, but after I tell you a story about rice, chess, and a king, these extreme COVID-19 measures will make a lot more sense. The old story goes that there was a king who was obsessed with chess, and one day he met the inventor of chess and he said, "You can have whatever you like, let me gift you something." And the guy said, "Okay, I want rice. I want 1 grain of rice on the first square of a chessboard, and 2 on the second, and 4 on the third, and 8 on the fourth, and it should double every time, and that's how much rice I want." So the king's servants head off and do some calculations, and they come back with bad news. They say to the king, it's going to be about 18 quintillion grains of rice. That's more rice than we have. This story helps explain exponential growth and what happens when one person just infects another person. 2 becomes 4, 4 becomes 8, 8 becomes 16, and very quickly we lose control of the pandemic. But there's another reason why COVID-19 is so dangerous. According to a new study, the majority of people that get the virus don't show any symptoms. They don't feel sick. That means they sometimes continue their normal lives and end up infecting somebody else, and that person gets sick. That's why COVID-19 is so difficult to contain, because we just don't know who has it. Scientists say new strains of the coronavirus spread up to 70% faster than the old, and that's why governments around the world are considering COVID 2.0 strategies. But here's a question. If we haven't had a community transmitted COVID-19 case in 113 days here in Brisbane, how did the latest case get here? So we now understand that the virus came in with an international traveler who was then staying at a quarantine hotel. That's fine, it's contained. But then one of the cleaners at the hotel got the virus, and she then was in the community going to supermarkets and shops, and it was a few days before she realized she was COVID-19 positive. What was brilliant was when they found out that they had somebody who had the virus, the local government and the local press shared information about everywhere she's been and what time she's been there. So if you'd been in the same place at the same time, you could get tested quickly. So for example, we know she was at Roma Street train station at about 7 a.m. on the 2nd. So anyone who was there at that time can get checked. New strains of COVID-19 call for new rules, and that's why what might be seen as extreme when millions of people have to go into lockdown when there's one new case actually makes a lot of sense. Now that you understand exponential growth, you realize how important it is to contain the virus. How is your country fighting COVID-19? Share this video and let us know. This is #OurStories. What's yours?